There is a Season 4 GC on Team Teal, so this may be exciting. Now, I'm just waiting for the game to start. Alright, here we go. Now we're going in. Now we're getting ready to go. Alright, off kickoff. It is down into the middle, and it might be an early goal for Team Teal, but they're not quite able to get it. And Scooby-Doo, right as I say that, does put in the first goal for Team Teal in the first 5 seconds.
There we go. Team Pink, definitely going to be an uphill battle for them, but we saw last week that Team Teal does have some weaknesses playing up against some of the other teams. So, if Team Pink can play with confidence and use their strengths, they should be able to try and take a game here off Team Teal. If not, maybe take the series, because at the end of the day, if you can take a game, you can take the series. But here we go. Ball back over to Kratos. Isn't able to get back to the ball. It's going to be over to Kyler. Kyler 50s the ball across. Jarhead now managing to maintain possession. Going to be looking to try and look for a pass mid. Gets the pass mid. Going to be followed up here by Scooby-Doo. Isn't able to get back to the ball, and the ball will get cleared down the field. Now back over to Kratos. Can't get back over to it. It's going to be right back in the hands of Scooby-Doo plus right now. Back over to Big C Dubs. Looking for a pass up mid. Isn't able to get the touch, but he is playing on the new Batmobile. Clean looking car.
Yep, Kratos looking for a solo play, but Scooby-Doo will save it away. Now trying to make his way down the field, low on boost. Big C-Dubs will hit it away. Now back down the Kratos and Jarhead. Jarhead wins the 50 over to his wall, but Kratos will cut it off. But Kyler trying to 50 him back over to his own net. Big C-Dubs will hit the ball down the field. Trying to look for a shot, not quite able to find it. Kratos following it up. It's off the post, but not quite in the net. Kyler with the follow-up, but it's also saved away by Shroud.
Ball, it's going to be a bad 50. It's going to go towards the net. Kratos manages to get back just in the nick of time. The ball's going to get pushed out towards the midfield line. Here comes Scooby, pushing the ball mid, looking for a pass out over to Shraxel. Shraxel ends up not getting to the ball. Great save by Kyler. But here comes the follow-up, and Team Teal, once again, up by 2.
That was a great play by Team Teal, keeping a lot of pressure on the backboard of Team Pink, and they made it work in the end. Great pass and great shot, all very well done by the team. And let's see how Team Pink can adjust to this. Off of kickoff, Kyler will try to go for the ball, looking for a shot, but it's off to the side. Scooby-Dooby hitting it down the field. Now into the orange corner, looking for a pass in the middle. Jarhead is there, and Jarhead will find the 3rd goal for Team Teal.
There we go. Team Pink gonna have to fight back in this one. They've had some good moments, but right now the efficiency of Team Teal is definitely being shown here as they're ready to try and show that they can dominate Havoc just as Team Black did in the previous split. They want to get that chance to win the $50 and of course get the opportunity to play against the main league teams at the end of the season. But here comes Big C Dubs on the new Batmobile, tries to 50 it across. No one on his team is there. Kyler off the corner. Now going to be back over to Shraxel. It's going to be launched off the corner. But here comes the follow from Scooby. Isn't able to get the touch he needs, but no one on Team Pink expected to miss. Now it's going to be back over to the middle. Shraxel has to get the save. Moving over to Kratos now. Ends up faking out one. Time on the ball. Looking for a single solo play possession. Here comes Kratos with an air dribble. Looking for the shot. It's going to be saved away by Shraxel. Double commit though from Team Pink, and Kratos is going to have to rush back. But Team Pink, they're having some opportunities, but yet no team plays to try and open up some space.
Now Shroud looking for another shot, but not quite able to get it. Kyler trying to hit the ball down the field over Jarhead. Scooby now with the ball possession in his corner. Looking for a solo play off the wall. Gets it under 1. Kyler will now take the ball. He will hit it over to Shraxel, and Shraxel back over to Kratos. Kratos onto the blue backboard, but Jarhead will keep possession. Low on boost, though, looking for a 50. Big C-Dubs wins the 50. Staying with it, beats another player, looking for a pass into the middle. Can he get it? Not quite, as the ball is pinched away. Kyler trying to take his time now. Just grabbed 100 boost, looking for a solo play off the sidewall. Trying to beat Jarhead, and Jarhead will beat 2 of the Team Pink players off the ceiling from Scooby. Shraxel looking for a shot as Kratos gets bumped, but it's not quite in the net. Jarhead now trying to take possession. Kyler hitting it away. Back over to Shraxel. He will hit it up the wall, but Kratos will hit it down over to Scooby. Scooby hitting it into his corner, but not quite able to possess it. Big C-Dubs hits it down to net, but it's saved away by Jarhead. Kyler now in the blue corner again. He will hit it away. Kratos getting a good hit, but Shraxel will take his time as no one is challenging him. This is actually a good strategy because it did shave a good 5 seconds off the clock. Jarhead, he will hit it off the wall. Now Kratos rotating back ball side, leaving the ball as Shraxel gets a demo. Jarhead just taking the free possession, and it's bouncing in front of the net, and Team Teal can't quite find the play.
Here we go. Big C Dubs off the backboard, followed up from Kratos, and that's going to be Team Pink's first goal. Late in game number 1, they're going to be looking for their way back into the game. And as we can see here, it's a team play that ends up opening up space off the backboard. Kratos with the follow-up, and that's going to be back to a 2-goal differential. However, Team Pink definitely still have a long way to go here in this final minute.
I completely agree, Luke. They are still down by 2, and even though they did have a good play there, they're kind of struggling to play as a team. But Kyler trying to look for a pass into the middle of the field. Kratos not going, looking for a double tap. Can he get it? No, Scooby will hit it away. Now Big C Dubs in the new Batmobile, not quite able to get a good 50 on it. Back into the middle of the field. Traxel not quite able to get there. And Kratos with a miss. I don't think any of the Team Teal players were expecting that.
Yeah, there we go. Ball back in over to the offensive side. 45 seconds left for Team Pink to try and come back, but Team Teal, they're definitely looking a lot more efficient of a team. They don't necessarily look more mechanical than the other team, but they're looking a lot more efficient with their rotations. And let's see if that's going to help them continue on to be a dominant team here in this matchup. But Team Pink, they managed to get their first goal. It's a very close game. These teams are very evenly skilled. However, whatever team's more efficient will, in the end of the day, win the match.
I completely agree. Now 20 seconds left, and Team Teal looking very strong in this game and looking like they'll take this first game. As Jarhead gets another save for his team. Now down the field, 9 seconds left. Team Pink needs to find something quick, but it looks like it is over as Kratos will waste the last 8 seconds of the ball and let the ball drop onto the ground.
There we go. Kickoff, Azriel, take it away.
Alright, on this kickoff, as we saw from Team Pink, even though I think they are a little bit more mechanically sound, they need to play a little bit more as a team and have a little bit more consistent and just better positioning overall, as that's something Team Teal was doing very well on. Now back over to Big C Dubs, bit of a car switch, and Team will head in the middle of the field. Traxel taking his time, controlling it to the wall. To the side of Kyler, Traxel still on the ball, looking for a solo play, running low on boost, looking for 50, but Big C Dubs does clear it away. Scooby hits it over. Jarhead now taking his time over to Traxel. Traxel not quite able to get a hit. Kratos will hit it away. Traxel again, looking for a hit down the field. Kratos, he will get a wall pinch off. Jarhead looking for a shot, but Big C Dubs will hit it out to side. Kyler clearing it away again. And Kratos will get a 50 into the middle of the field.
One thing we're noticing on the defensive side for Team Pink is that they're starting to double commit a good amount. However, they're making solid touches, and this is what goes to show that as long as you double commit and make a good touch, it doesn't necessarily matter if you double commit, especially if you need to cover more space. And when you're at the academy level going against a higher level team, then it's going to be something that you might see out of players, and they just got to get that experience to realize that they can trust their teammates. However, still, with a minute off the clock, it's still only going to be a 0-0 game, as Team Pink are going to be looking to try and take the lead in this series for the very first time. Here comes Kratos down the field, tries to pinch the ball across, but it will be sent down into the opposite side once again for Team Teal.
Now Straxel getting beat by Kyler. Scooby a little bit awkward. Kyler going for the ball. Jarhead up awkwardly. Kratos looking for a shot, but not quite able to find it. Jarhead, he will hit it out to the side. Back over to Scooby. Scooby hitting it into the corner. Back into the middle. Kratos looking for a shot, and it's off the post and in. The first goal for Team Pink in this second game.
Here we go, and we do have to remember, Team Pink, they aren't just here to try and show that aren't just here to try and make it to the grand finals. They're also trying to show here that Academy is incredibly close. There isn't just going to be one team that will dominate the entire time. Team Pink are trying to show that this is at minimum a two-team league, and that they can show up and step up against the best team in the league. But here we go. Big C Dubs launching, getting the ball down the field, looking for a hit off the corner. It's going to bounce out mid over to Kratos, and it's saved away at the final moment by Straxel. Amazing 50-50, and the ball will be sent away. Team Pink still only up by 1.
Big C Dubs taking possession in the middle of the field, looking for a pinch to the side of Scooby, but it's off the post and out. Scooby now hitting it over to Straxel. Straxel hitting it down the field. Kratos off the corner, and it's in the middle of the field, and Jarhead will take the opportunity to find his team's first goal in this game.
There we go. Look at that pass off the corner. Kyler just couldn't get the interception there in the middle. It's going to be into the hands of a Team Teal player, and that's why we're going to be back once again to a tied game. But Team Pink, they're definitely looking a lot better than they have in the previous game, but they definitely do not want to end up going to match point. Here's the follow-up. Ball's going to 50 out mid. Ball back over to Kyler. Kyler taking possession. He hits the ball on Scooby, but the ball's going to get taken away once again by him. Pass out middle. Shot from Jarhead. It's going to be on target, but he gets the double tap! That's the goal! And Jarhead stepping up massively here in this Academy League.
What a pass and what a double touch by Jarhead there. Scooby, I guarantee, is very happy about that play too, because he did have quite the pass, which we love to see. Now, off of this kickoff, 2-1 in favor of Team Teal as Scooby wins the kickoff, and it's in the middle of the field. Straxel now going for the ball. Popping it high on backboard. Kyler will hit it away off ceiling. No one's following up the ball. Scooby now making a challenge on it off the wall. Kratos will hit it into the middle of his own side. A bit dangerous, but Big C Dubs will clear it down the field. Jarhead will get the save. Kratos looking for a shot. It's up for Scooby. Scooby will hit it away. Now back down to Kyler. Kyler looking for another shot. No one's quite in net, but Straxel will come out of the air to save that one.
Straxel, he's gotten so many last-second saves, and we're continuing to see them throughout the entirety of this series. He's managing to get last-second save after last-second save. He's the reason why his team has the lead at the moment, because Team Pink, they're starting to have some really great pressure, but the great saves from Straxel are allowing them to not be able to get into the lead.
Completely agree. Now Big C Dubs looking for a shot, but it is saved away again by Straxel. He's absolutely popping off, but it doesn't matter because Kratos will find the goal in the bottom right of the net.
Here we go, Kratos. Let's continue to see this dominance. He's putting the ball in the back of the net. Granted, it was the one time Straxel wasn't in net that he got the goal, but that's what you got to do. If someone's popping off on defense like Straxel, you just got to demo him, get him out of the net, and then you got to take your opportunities. But Team Pink managing to tie up game number 2.
Yep, now back over to Kyler. Kyler taking his possession off the sidewall. Straxel looking for a shot, and it's in, but Big C Dubs does get the save. Can he get another one? And he does. Back over to Straxel. Straxel off the backboard as Big C Dubs does hit it away. Over Scooby. Big C Dubs not quite able to get back to the ball. Jarhead banging it down the field over to Scooby. Back into the middle of the field, but Kratos not with a worry in his mind. Now, Scooby down the field looking for a shot, but not quite able to find it. Jarhead looking for a pass in the middle of the field as Big C Dubs does clear it over to Straxel. Straxel up to the sidewall, back down to Kratos and gets dunked by Jarhead, but it's not quite in the net. Scooby looking for a double tap of his own. Not quite able to get it though. Straxel hitting it again off the backboard. 30 seconds left in this game. Kratos, his team just needs to hold on a little bit longer to take this game into OT. There's a lot of pressure coming out as they do bang the ball down the field over to Scooby. Scooby now trying to keep possession, hitting it into the middle of the field, but not quite able to do it. Scooby sitting there, gets a pass in the middle, but no one's quite there. Straxel is now Kratos by himself, and he does get beat by Straxel. Straxel popping off on both defense and offense finds the third goal for Team Teal with 13 seconds left.
Look at that passing play. Granted, Kratos didn't grab any mini pads, so he's stuck in net with 0 boost. But Scooby, he just sat there. Nobody challenged him, and he got the pass out to his teammate Straxel, and Straxel with a brilliant slow play managed to get a goal here in the waning moments of the game. However, 9 seconds left. They still have an opportunity. Can Team Pink trying to get a tying goal, or are we going to match point already? Ball gets sent forward over to Jarhead. Ball is kept up in the air. Ball back over to Kratos. He ends up giving it to the other team. The ball will touch the ground. And Team Teal, off a great solo effort, is going to step up here and try to set up his teammates because it's going to be music in for Kyler. Let's see what he's going to do. But here we go. Team Pink versus Team Teal here in game number 3. Kratos already looking for a shot right off the bat, but it will get saved away.
Now down the field, Scooby looking for a challenge as Music gets a miss on the ball. Kratos by himself on the backboard, gets dunked by Scooby out to the side as Jarhead will take possession off the sidewall. Now back into the corner of the orange side. Jarhead looking for another hit. It's high into the middle of the field. Big C Dubs looking for a hit, not quite able to get it as Straxel gets another center. Scooby looking for a hit, but not quite able to get it as Music will save it down the field.
Ball back over to Big C. Now over to Jarhead. Jarhead back over to Kratos. Kratos going to push that ball forward. Over to Kratos once again. Air dribble. Look at this air dribble. Can he get the final shot? Oh my goodness, not able to do so. That might be an empty net, but Big C Dubs as the last man manages to get the 50 and the demo. The pressure is on Team Pink, looking to continue to put on some pressure. Kratos back out to the middle. Jarhead tries to pass the ball up to his teammate. Back over to Scooby. Scooby gets beat out once again. Music with a great defensive demo will push the ball forward. Music's here stepping up massively for Team Pink, but here comes Scooby. Ends up with the 50-50. Kratos will 50 the ball across and it's going to be right back into the hands of Team Teal as they try to find their way onto the offensive side, but Big C Dubs isn't going to let that happen. It's going to be up to Straxel to do it once again.
Now Straxel faking out Kratos, but it is hit away. Back over to Scooby. Scooby looking for a hit off the backboard. Can he find it? It's in the middle of the field, but Big C Dubs does. He will hit it away. Back over to Music. Music looking for a flick, but not quite able to do it. Now Jarhead 50s it back into the middle of the field. A little bit awkward. Leaves it for Scooby. Scooby gets dunked by Kratos, though, and it's off to the sidewall. Still has a lot of time in possession, though. He will pass it over to Jay. Sorry. Excuse me. Jarhead. Now, back into the middle of the field. Music taking possession. He will hit it over to the sidewall. Jarhead trying to cut it off. Dixie Dubs hitting it down to the side for Kratos. Kratos and Scooby meeting up for the 50. Kratos does win the 50. Now back over to Straxel. Straxel bangs it away. Music taking his time, leaving it for Bixie Dubs. Bixie Dubs does get beat as Music gets demoed, and it's a bit scary right now for Team Pink, and it's a slow shot, but Bixie Dubs will save it away.
Here we go, back over to Big C Dubs. Going to be off the corner, over to Kratos. Kratos trying to get some ball pressure on the ball. Here comes Kratos with a great possession. Isn't able to get it past Straxel, but he ends up fake challenging to allow some space to be created for his team. Straxel still on 0 boost, manages to get the ball all the way to the offensive corner, but an amazing clear there from Music will get the ball out to the midfield line, but the pressure is still on for Team Teal. Team Teal still looking for their opportunity to get the first goal. 0-0 now past the midway point, and Team Pink still managing to hold on. They do not want to end up getting swept here by Team Teal. Here comes Big C Dubs, manages to get the 50-50. Gonna be looking for another follow-up, and he ends up getting bumped out by Straxel, the defensive warrior. Music passed the ball out mid to nobody, and now Jarhead looking for possession. The solo play man himself pushes the ball forward, and the pressure's gonna be on for Team Teal.
Yep, and it's a good save by Music. Back over to Music, actually. Straxel hitting into the middle of the field. Jarhead looking for a shot, but it's just barely off of the top right. Now Scooby-Doo looking for a shot, but Bixie Dubs will save it. Straxel looking for another play. Bixie Dubs taking his time, still controlling it. Scooby, he will get the good 50, and Kratos gets an unlucky save as Straxel will put it in.
There we go, Straxel, the man of the hour. Honestly, if Straxel keeps playing like this, he's going to be looking like he's going to try and be the MVP of this tournament at this moment in time. His last second saves, his mechanics, his consistency. For a C3 player here at the beginning of the season, he's definitely been improving. I wouldn't be surprised if he's already grinded up to GC1 at this moment in time, because he is looking really, really solid. But here we go. This just goes to show when people are playing at Havoc Esports, they get that experience. They will grind up and improve at a stellar rate. We've seen this from many times and many players in the past. But here we go. Ball back over to the side, over to Kratos. Kratos back to Jarhead. Jarhead now going to be putting the ball off over to Music. Music down over to Big C Dubs. Big C back over to Jarhead. Jarhead going to be putting the ball off the corner. Be back over to Jarhead once again. Ball back into the hands of Big C Dubs. Pushing the ball into the left side of the field. Here comes Kratos. Kratos looking for the 50-50. Over to Jarhead. Jarhead over to the corner. It's going to be taken away by Big C Dubs. Big C over to Music. Music going to be back off the corner, but still only a 1-goal lead here for Team Teal. Ball over to Straxel. Straxel looking for the shots. Going to be back over to Big C Dubs. Big C looking for the flick. Ends up not going to be able to get back to the ball. Now back into the hands of Kratos. He has 100 boost. Can he maintain possession? No. Ball back over to Straxel, but Big C with the great cuts. Going to get some pressure relieved on the offensive side here from Team Teal, but the pressure is still on with a great solo effort from Straxel. They want to hold this to a 1-goal game.
And there's 20 seconds left. Team Pink, it's now or never from them. As Jarhead looks for another shot, but it's off the crossbar. Straxel keeping possession in the orange hat, but not quite able to do much with it. Music will hit it away. 10 seconds left. Team Pink needs to get down the field. Kratos getting a great save out to the corner. Scooby looking for a center as Big C Dubs will save it again. Music popping it up high. 1 second left. Now all we have to do is wait for the ball to drop. And Kratos will keep the ball up. Scooby looking for the hit down as Big C Dubs not quite able to keep it up in the air. And Team Teal will get this first series.
Why they are a very good team, one of the more well-respected teams in the academy. And this is their final test to see if they can make it to the grand finals. Now, ball into the corner. Dev Norbin trying to make himself up for those little disconnects last game. Ball though hit by Billy Too Silly. going for it once again. Trying to make a difference in this play. Couldn't get much of a hit though. Now Crackto's going for a hit. And actually that ball will roll right in off the hit from K-Smack. And that one just, a couple players missing. That one go right in. And that'll be the first goal of this second game.
I agree. K-Smack with quite the beat on that play. And Big C Dubs a little turnaround, not quite able to get back to it. But, you know, we actually do have a game going on now. Dev Norbert will win it to the side. K-Smack getting beat. Billy banging it down the field. They're in the version 1 decals again. Very exciting to see. Dev Norbert hitting it out to the side. Kratos hitting it down the field. Billy almost beating Kratos, but Kratos does get a good dunk. Back into the middle of the field. Music off the wall. Dev Norbert now hitting it into the corner. Music hitting it down the field again. K-Smack back into the middle where Kratos is looking for a shot. Billy, too silly, will save it. Now back down. Dev Norbert a little bit awkward on the backboard. Hits it down to K-Smack, and Kratos gets an unlucky miss, but it's still an opportunity, and Music not quite able to dunk it in.
That's just a flurry of offenses coming out for the side of Team Pink, but nothing rewarded for their efforts just yet. But another shot coming in, and that one will finally go in off the hit from Big C Dubs. Getting that off the pass to this corner. This is a great pass. Just slamming that one across the wall. Billy too silly, not back post, not positioned properly to get that save, and that ball float in, and that'll be our tying goal. Just 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go.
Yep, we see Big C Dubs in the Smurf Mobile. One of these smaller Batmobiles in my opinion, unless if it's the 8-wheeled one that I can't remember its name. Somebody remind me. But Billy too silly getting another great save for his team as K-Smack will try to take possession again. An unlucky miss, leaving Dev Norbert awkward. Big C Dubs in that Batmobile looking for 50, but not quite able to get it. Kratos hitting it down the field. Now back off the backboard of Team Purple. Music looking for a hit. K-Smack touching it in front of his own net. It's a little bit dangerous, and Dev Norbert will save it. Now back down the field. Dev Norbert looking for a shot. Kratos does get a good save out to side. Billy making a play on it. Back over to Dev Norbert. Dev Norbert taking his time. Back over to the middle of the field looking for a pass. K-Smack does get bumped by his own teammate. Kratos up for the redirect, but not quite able to get it. Billy too silly. Billy too silly over to the wall. Ball still in Billy's possession. Now Billy looking for a 50. It's over to K-Smack. K-Smack popping it high into the air. Now K-Smack leaving it for Dev Norbert. Dev Norbert hitting it into the corner. Kratos hitting it down the field. Now still keeping possession on it. Looking for a pass. K-Smack and Dev Norbert going for the touch, but Dev Norbert will ultimately get the hit. Back over to Billy. Billy banging it down the field. Kratos looking for a great 50 into the middle of the field, but K-Smack does bang it away. Music getting a great save on it. Kratos now taking his time, hitting it over to the left wall. Billy too silly on the wall, ready to challenge him. Does get a great 50 on it. Music getting it back off the corner as Dev Norbert will try to clear it away.
Now ball hit back to Billy too silly. Not able to make contact though. K-Smack has to take control of the ball. Low boost. Let's see what he can do with it. Ball pitching towards the corner into the hands of Dev Norbert. Big C Dubs is there for it first. Misread the bounce though. Music is tested here. Has to take his time. Is doing though very well. Actually lost control a little bit, but does manage to get the 50, keeping his team alive. Right now on the back foot is the side of Team Pink. And I have to play defense for a little bit. Maybe a clear out. Kratos going for another hit. Has his teammate there to support him. Ball will be pinched onto the side once again, and relenting offense from both teams. They're just testing each other right now to see who will crack first, or maybe we have an overtime. And as I say that, Kratos tries to go for a shot, but he will just barely hit the post.
Yep, now back over to Music as Music hits it down the field. Dev Norbert getting a great 50 back down to Big C Dubs. Big C Dubs popping it. Billy too silly does win the 50. It's tied 1-1 right now with a minute and a half left. Music hitting it over to the right. K-Smack hitting it off the sidewall into the middle of the field. Big C Dubs with a huge clear down the field as Billy almost getting an own goal, but he will save it out to the side. Billy too silly and Music meeting up in the middle as Music wins it over to K-Smack. K-Smack back into the middle of the field for Big C Dubs. Big C Dubs over to Kratos. Dev Norbert faking the ball, taking his time as Billy too silly will take it away. Now back over to K-Smack. K-Smack keeping it into his corner. Now back over to Big C Dubs. Big C Dubs into the middle of the field. It is on, but Dev Norbert does get a great save. Music looking for another shot. Dev Norbert with another great save. Back over to Kratos. Kratos looking for a shot, but K-Smack will save it. It's a bit ugly for Team Purple right now as Big C Dubs finds the second goal of this game.
And K-Smack, that touch is just one of the worst possible ones you can get there. He tries to clear it out, but he just ends up centering it right in the middle of the field, and his teammate was not ready for it. and that will be the go-ahead goal with about 37 seconds left to go in this game too. And I mean, as I said before at the start of this game, losing this game would be just terrible for this mentality and gameplay-wise on the side of Team Purple. After losing that first game in such harsh ways, going down on this one, especially when you had it close the entire game, they still got time that they can try and bring this one back. 26 minutes to go on the hands of K-Smack. Gets ball off the backboard. Big C Dubs does eventually reach the backboard. Ball though, hit out by Music. Music, unrelenting, trying to get his team a third goal. Keep them in this. Music going for another play, but Big C Dubs off the pass from Music and will secure this second game in the hands of Team Pink.
I do think it is over. 7 seconds left. Now we will be going to our game 3 after this. As remember, Team Pink did technically get that game 1 win. Very unfortunate. Now, off the kickoff, 7 seconds remaining as Team Purple looking like they'll just kind of let the ball drop as K-Smack tries to hit it down. The ball's still rolling as Big C Dubs does get bumped, and it is 2-0 in this series against Purple. Now,
How to take this game.
yeah, 108s and 112s coming from the Team Purple side of the field. Now, Dev Norbert looking for a pass in the middle. Big C Dubs going for the 50 on Billy. Or, sorry, K-Smack, Billy. Hitting it down the field. K-Smack looking for a bump, but Kratos will save it away. The net is open right now, but Kratos wasn't able to shoot out on the net, but he will now as he finds the first goal for his team.
This is a banger off the corner. You see him read that bounce perfectly, and he uses that air roll ability and that flip. He didn't cancel it, but he got enough power to put that one far post and in. Almost 70 miles per hour from that cannon that Kratos just shot.
Yep, now back almost into the purple net again. Now K-Smack getting beat by Big C Dubs. Big C Dubs into the corner looking for it to get over Dev Norbit. Billy will hit it away. Dev Norbit taking his time down the field. Pretty good opportunity, but Music will save it. Now bouncing off as Kratos will pass it into the middle of the field. Billy is in the air, but gets an unfortunate miss off of it, and it's not quite in the net. K-Smack now taking his time on the sidewall. He will look for a pass into the middle of the field, leaving it for one of his teammates, but no one is there to follow it up. Billy getting beat by Kratos and not quite able to read the sidewall bounce. Back over to Big C Dubs. Big C Dubs gets dunked by Dev Norbit. Dev Norbit looking for a shot as Music's awkward on the backboard and will find it. Dev Norbit absolutely stepping up for his team.
This is the battle of the strikers. You see Dev Norbert almost in the same exact position as Kratos, and he puts that one very close as well. He puts that one top shelf with that dominance. We're seeing the cars come out, the cartouches, everything besides the Octane. So we'll see about a minute already passed. Actually, they got a fake challenge on the side. It will not work out indefinitely. While on the side of orange, though, actually a double commit. That one could have probably gone in off one of the players on the side of pink. And now K-Smack trying to force that ball through. Couldn't get it for his Team Purple compatriots. Now ball back into the middle. Music gets spots to the wall. Looks like he's gonna go for a follow-up. Just actually shoots that one off the post. See if Big C W can go for a shot, and it will be off. Third shot's the charm. Third time is the charm. Took everybody, but Kratos finally puts that one in for his team.
Yep, Big C Dubs with a great pass off the backboard. I think he recognized that he wasn't quite going to be able to find that goal. But he did do it. Great play by that team as they are up now 2-1 in this game with 3:35 remaining. Now Kratos, ball in his hands, or now Big C Dubs will actually cut Kratos off. Kratos in the middle of the field. Bang down for Music. Music over to Dev Norbit. Dev Norbit back into the middle of the field. Big C Dubs taking his time, popping it high into the air. A little bit low on boost as Billy does get a great dunk, but no one is there to follow up Billy's touch. As we saw a double commit from Team Purple. Kratos going for another air dribble. Can he find it? But not quite as it hits the post. Big C Dubs following it up and it hits crossbar. Music looking for another shot, but not even towards the net. It's actually behind him.
What's behind him? And Kratos is back again for more. Tries to read that waterfall, couldn't get it though. Let's see if his teammate can do one better. We'll put the ball mid, and it's just back and forth right now for the side of Pink, and it's working. They get their third goal of the game, and it's just constant shot after shot, and there just seems to be no answer from Purple.
I completely agree. What a shot by Big C Dubs in that new Batmobile. Maybe that's the move. But 3-1 in this game 3. Team Purple does need to start stepping up a lot more. It can't just be Dev Norbit. Even Billy's being a little bit more quiet than usual. Now, K-Smack not quite able to get another touch on it as Billy bangs it off backboard. Dev Norbit looking for a shot, but Big C Dubs with a great save out to the side. Billy following it up. It's down. Now, Music missing his touch as Dev Norbert will get faked in. K-Smack gets bumped by Music again. Kratos taking his time. K-Smack into the middle of the field. Back over to Big C Dubs. Big C Dubs over to Billy. Billy to the sidewall for Dev Norbert. Dev Norbert low on boost. Continuing to control the ball. Kratos taking his time. It's on the backboard. Big C Dubs will clear it away. Now K-Smack banging it down the field. Music taking his time. It's on the backboard. And Big C Dubs will actually pinch it with Kratos for Big C Dubs. I believe it's his third goal of this game. No, it's only his second. Still his second goal of the game.
That was crazy. Looks like he just teed him up there. That was just the right place at the right time to get themselves to a 4th goal. And that's just a complete morale just shut down on the side of purple. They still had a chance, I guess, at 1-3. 1-3 is still a very close scoreline, still 2 goals. But now it's going to be just 3 times harder now to get that, especially if the K-Smack almost own goals there. Will not put that one on his internet. Actually, it's an open net for Billy Too Silly. That's the first, though. That's actually the second, but that's the first of the comeback. And they need 2 more, though, just to even tie this one up. And that's just unfortunate. One of the players who's going for it, I believe, is Kratos trying to go for a hit. And Music just had other intentions. And Billy Too Silly's intentions were to put that one into the back of the net.
Yep, now 2-4 with 2 minutes remaining as off of this kickoff. The ball will be one into the blue corner. K-Smack going for the ball, but Dev Norbert will cut off his teammate. Backboard Billy popping it high into the air. Not really looking for a pass, but actually does hit it over to Dev Norbert. Dev Norbert getting beat though. Big C Dubs pinching it with K-Smack down the field. It's bouncing up and high. Can we see a Team Pink player go for this? Kratos will go for it, and he finds the 5th goal for his team and his hat trick for this game.
What a great shot. He's just reading the miss from Billy Too Silly, and just an incredible shot from him. That one was also a screamer coming in, and he takes that 3-goal lead right back. They had a little bit of hope for a little bit, but now they gotta go and get that back even more. K-Smack to start it off. Can't get a hit though. Dev Norbert has to play it to the corner. Billy Too Silly will be there to receive it. Ball hit out on mid by Krasico, and he is hot today. That's his 4th goal of the game so far, and that's the same time he shot from that angle and put it over 70 miles per hour.
Yep, now 6th goal for this Team Pink. I think it's, somewhat safe to say that Team Pink will be advancing into the grand finals, but let's see if Billy Too Silly can carry his team back in here, or Team Purple in general can step up. But it's looking a little messy from Team Purple right now as they are still being bombarded off of this kickoff. K-Smack gets dunked into the middle of the field as Dev Norbert with another miss on the ball. K-Smack very low on boost, looking for a flick, but Big C Dubs will hit it out. Now, looking for a pass into the middle. It's over 1. Dev Norbert will get the hit away. Kratos taking his time. 45 seconds left. Can Team Pink hold on? I think they can with this 4-goal lead. Billy Too Silly looking to see some orange on the field, and he will. He has a goal-scoring opportunity, and he will find his goal in this game.
That's just him doing it all himself. Gets past 2 of them with that first hit, and gets past the 3rd one with the easy hit, and then shots just open net for Billy Too Silly. Dragging his team through, even if they're kicking and screaming, he wants his team to win this, even if time is running low and goals are needed.
I completely agree. Now 35 seconds left. Can't Dev Norbert make a play? Not quite, as Billy Too Silly clearing it down the field. Back over to Kratos. Kratos with an open net. Big C Dubs with another open net. Still, Team Purple, even though they were trying to come back as best as they could, they still did not.
That's just Big C Dubs putting the nail in the coffin there, the dagger for them. That will be 7 goals, and that will be, as you said, Team Pink moving on to the grand final, to the tournament 1 in the Havoc Academy tournament, which is just great for them to see this team come all the way from that lower bracket. And we'll see if they have the guts to make that full lower bracket run and come and take down the upper bracket team waiting for them.
Yep, now as time begins to run down, Kratos will find another goal in this game. What a flick, very unfortunate. At this point, you might as well let Purple down easy by just letting these next 5 seconds run off. But, Benji, I think it's over.
I think it's over indeed. It's just a matter of how many goals they want to get, how many stats they want to pat. Looks like Team Purple trying to go for one as well. K-Smack looking for a double touch. And almost got it though. That would have been pretty cool. Probably the best thing he's done all series, but he will not be able to put that one in.
Team Team Pink and Team Teal ready to show off what they can do. We got the full starting roster from both teams ready to play. Benji, take it away.
I mean, as casters and players, this is all you could want. You got every single player getting involved here. Of course, the 1 game lead will go in the hands of Team Teal, but they haven't played in a bit. They have to have warm-up factor and actually double commit. Kraxos will get the save for it. Jarhead going for a shot. Could put that one on target. Ball actually hit downfield by Kraxos. Jarhead not getting the best of it, to not hit any hit at all. Doobie G-Bus gets a very good save. And now just back and forth right now in our first opening 20 seconds or so. Kraxos hitting his time. Quick pop-up shot going to the backboard. The big C dubs. We saw Kraxos is probably the most impactful player I saw last series. In that 3rd game especially, he was shooting, I think he had 4 goals, and he started just running away to the end, but so is Shraxel. Shraxel getting the first goal for his team.
Definitely, you know, Shraxel ends up performing the same way he did in that winners final. This is definitely an MVP-worthy performance we've seen from Shraxel so far. His last-second goal line saves, his great individual plays on the offensive side as well, really just showing how good of an individual player that he is. And we're ready to hopefully continue to see that form going into this match. However, we're going to have to hopefully see Team Pink really step up their team plays once again. Play with confidence. If we can see that, maybe they can come back in this series.
Maybe so, but we'll just have to wait and see. As Jarhead going for an easy shot, and Shraxel in that one. I'm going to Janitor play off the... Jarhead, I think he wants to put this one in. That one is very close though. And give enough pressure on the defender in Kraxos that he just had to jump for that because he thought it was on target. And it gives it open at Shraxel. So probably more of a better play by that miss.
Yes, and everybody remember the format for tonight. We are not having a bracket reset. We are having a 1-game advantage to Team Teal. That's why they already have a game win mark on the scoreboard, as you guys see above. However, it's going to be up to Team Pink to make sure that they can win 4 matches before Team Teal can win 3. It's definitely going to be a very close series here between these 2 teams. However, Team Pink have yet to take a game win off of them, even in the winners finals. As close as the games were, 1-goal game, I believe in game number 3, it was still ended up being a sweep. So Team Pink definitely have an uphill battle here, even if though they are a pretty solid team.
Uphill battle indeed, but one that I think if any team is to do it, especially by the hands of Team Teal, it would be Team Pink. They've shown so much this season, and I think they don't want to end off about on 2nd place, even though they do have a lot left of the split. As this is only our first tournament, they still want to show they can be the best team, even in the first weekend. Scratsos trying to go for a shot. Couldn't get it though. Ball is boomed downfield by Scooby. Seems like he get for follow-up, and the music will have the backboard defense. And I see that a lot on the academy level of improvement. It's the backboard defense that improves, especially on defense, because a lot of these players have incredible offensive skills. They know how to shoot, they know how to pass, they know how to do a lot of things, and it becomes Scooby passing a Jarhead, but it's the defense that really lacks. It's lacking sometimes, and players, to see them get that under control and get better at that is amazing to see them improve at that high level of gameplay.
Exactly, but here we go. 3-goal lead. This is something that we saw in game number 1 initially between these 2 teams in the winners finals, where Team Teal did end up going up by 3. However, Team Pink managed to come back and score a goal and really started to put on a great defensive performance after that. So maybe even though Team Pink just played in their match, they're going to have to get used to the higher level Team Teal before they can end up taking game win. That's going to be a shot on target, and Kratos is going to get the first goal. Here we go, completely mirroring what had happened in game number 1 in the winners final. However, this time they have a lot more time on the clock.
About half the game left to go, and Kratos opened the floodgates. They'll get us the first goal. One of many to come if they want to tie this game up, but possible. They've hurt the Goliath as the David, and they just got to come now and just attack, and the music try to go do better than his teammate. Has to try and get another goal, but relenting is Team Teal. They want to keep this game in check. They don't want to lose any more goals. They want to get more of their own. Now Shraxel, see if he can do just that. And pass to Jarhead, ball back in the midfield. Shraxel, he is there, but he cannot put it on target. Passing plays though, starting to heat up on the side of Team Teal.
Big C does, pushes the ball down the field. Pressure is on for Team Pink. Team Pink still on the offensive side. Gonna have to deal with Shraxel's solo play, with another great shot from Kratos. This time gonna be saved away by Scooby, but it's still gonna be back into the corner. Back over to Music now. Music ends up leaving it to Jarhead. Jarhead over to Kratos. Kratos tries to pass the mid. Here comes Big C Dubs. Can't get the shot past Shraxel. Another great goal line save from Shraxel as he continues to relieve pressure for his team almost single-handedly. But the ball is gonna get hit out to the midfield once again, and here comes Team Teal on the offensive, and that's gonna be another goal. Jarhead managing to get a 4-1 lead.
The defender was just bullied in net. You see here, he immediately starts going for the bump, and he does get the bump, but Big C Dubs tried to get the best that he could, but it was not enough. Jarhead just ran right through him, and if nothing changes right now, the current state we're at, this will be a Game 2 win on the side of Team Teal. And they'll go up 2-0 in the series, which is just so incredible to see, as this team has really just shown how good they are and how good, just a step above the level they are above any other team in the Academy.
Exactly, but here we go. Still continuing on into this game number 1, or I guess theoretically game number 2. 1.5 minutes left on the clock. Team Teal still with the lead, looking to try and bring this best of 7 to a 2-0 series lead. However, Team Pink definitely still look okay, but they're not playing with the same confidence that they need. It looks like they're playing not to lose rather than to win, and it might end up stalling their progression here just for a little bit, just because they aren't able to keep the ball on the offensive side. But here's another opportunity, but they aren't able to get it past the stellar defense of Team Teal, and the ball once again launched down the field. Empty net goal. Team Teal is here to play.
Really here to play, and they're here for that Brazil. They're 2 goals away from 53 seconds left to go. It definitely is possible. That's more of an extra side mission right now. The main mission is to become the Havoc Tournament 1 winners in Academy League, which at this current state, I'm pretty sure that would be a very, very quick series indeed. But still, as long as they keep their mentality in check, then Team Pink really aren't going to be out until time runs out in this game and in the series in general. They got to just keep fighting and keep going. They said they hurt them. They got that first goal lead. Right now, they're just getting relentless offense shown by them right now.
Big C Dubs gets a great 50-50. It's going to be back over to Music. Music can't get back to it, though, and Kratos will look for a shot from the midfield, but it's going to be saved away. Back to Big C Dubs. Ends up getting bumped out by the Team Teal defenders, and Jarhead will now take his possession. Jarhead, he's honestly looked really mechanical here for Team Teal. Looks great with his air dribbles, great with his double taps. He got that insane double tap in the very first series we saw him today. However, at the moment, the current MVP I'm seeing right now from Team Teal is Straxel. He's doing so much behind the scenes to help out his team, and I can't wait to see if they manage to get the win with Straxel at the lead.
So as our first game will wind down, clock just at 0 seconds. Maybe a little padding stats for Big C Dubs. Cannot get that one though, and game 2 will go in the hands of Team Teal very convincingly, but you see it a lot, not necessarily in Rocket League, but in certain games like CSGO, you see 6-man rosters, just players already on the helm, ready to play, because it just offers that level of diversity. And especially with online play, you can so just diverse, not necessarily in Havoc, it's always been online, but in the time of COVID, where you always want to have somebody just on board in case of emergencies, and it's always nice to have somebody just there ready to play. Even if your team isn't playing the best, just that change of pace can be so rewarding and so just fulfilling for some teams.
Yes, of course, but here comes Straxel trying to put any doubters to rest. That's going to be goal number 1 right off the bat. And Team Pink, even though they want to bring in a sub to try and mix up how much Team Teal has a read on them, looks like Team Teal has a read on Team Pink no matter who's on that roster. Team Pink really do have to step it up. And Benji, how would you prefer Team Pink to go about doing that?
I think it needs to be Kratos at the helm. We saw him last year. We saw him just absolutely deny any goals, any chances for the side of Team Purple. And he's got to do that again, even if he's facing down I'd say, a very differently skilled team. And he's got to just keep performing at the same level that he is performing. Don't let the other team affect your play style. And he's got to keep doing that. Maybe Kyler, though, can make a difference. Has the ball downfield. Ball is almost going towards the net, but Strax will get it away. But there needs to be one of these players. And my man is Kratos. But it could be any of these to lead their team into the battle and lead them into these game wins.
Here's Big C Dubs looking for the 50-50. Will be put off the side wall. So now going to be followed up here by Scooby. Scooby now managing to maintain possession. Going to push that ball forward. Ends up getting dunked on by Kyler. Kyler gets saved away by Straxel once again. The defense right now from Team Teal. They are definitely looking like a team that wants to clean sweep their way to the very first tournament win. And Team Pink, they're looking very close in skill level. But as we saw in the winners final, the efficiency that Team Teal has right now is just without bounds at this moment in time. And it's something that Team Pink are definitely going to have to try and work on over the next coming weeks.
Something to work on indeed, but right now they got to be focused on this game too. As Kratos going for the mechanical play, we've seen it out of him many times, and actually a backboard misreader for the team rotations is just so unrewarding for any of these players trying to force out mistakes. As Straxel tries to go for a shot, can't get it, and Jarhead will be the next one shooting. No shot just yet in. Kratos though, moving downfield with support from his team. Straxel, they're immediately there for the possession isn't there, so any hit that they try to put downfield is just immediately read by most Straxel, but anybody on the side of Team Teal.
ball off the backboard here from Jarhead, followed up by Straxel once again, but Team Pink may have an opportunity. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Here comes Kratos, though, in a 1v1, looks at the 50, but he ends up letting the ball get hit too far away from him, and he's not able to get the goal in that 1v1. Still seeing some more of the mechanical things out of the Academy right now, where they're able to guide the ball pretty well. They're able to get the ball down the field, but that's the strict difference between guiding and controlling the ball. If you control the ball, it doesn't get away from you like that. We can see Kratos still having to work on a couple things mechanically.
Still have to work on things, but he's trying to go for, once again, he's just relentless in his mechanics, trying to get better. Them actually opens up a chance for his teammate. Big C Dubs plays off that mechanical sort of misplay. Two players going for the same ball and not necessarily doing anything with the ball just floating there. And Big C Dubs places it perfectly to give his team the sort of advantage coming in now with about half the game left to go.
There we go. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Tie game, Team Pink. Still looking to try and get their first game win here against Team Teal. And who knows? Maybe if Team Pink are able to get their first game win, maybe we see Team Teal. Maybe we see Team Teal start flopping a little bit because they're probably not expecting to lose a game against any team in here.
They aren't expecting that, but Team Pink came ready to play as Jarhead though, trying to make a difference with that. Testing Kratos' defense on the backboard, but he will not converge. Now ball hit to the midfield once again. So a lot of midfield play coming out from both teams. Straxel though, Eunice for his teammate Jarhead. Jarhead will get demoed. Double demo now on the side. It's a 1v3 situation. Can they capitalize? Kyle going for a shot. Quick shot, put on, not on target, but he will get two players to commit.
Early pre-jump there from Scooby, but Kratos with an amazing 50-50 will maintain possession, can't get the pass out mid though, and a great bump from Jarhead will allow him some space. Here comes Jarhead, taking his time, looking for the flip reset, but is saved away once again by Kyler. Bump on the defender though, and Scooby might have an opportunity of himself, but Big C does manage to push him off the ball. Here comes Kratos, he gets dusted to the ball by Jarhead. The ball is off target, but it's off the post. The fourth man helping out Team Pink here, but it's still tied 1-1. Team Pink still with an opportunity here to try and steal away this game.
They just survived death right there, but they still are in it. They still haven't conceded just yet. But with about a minute left to go, Kyle will get a demo, opening up the field for his team. And we saw that there, the opening up of the field has really allowed them to get that goal. We saw that air dribble play open up to get that double commit, and maybe demos will be the next time they really get a goal. A little bit of fakes coming out from Scooby. Give his teammate Jar a chance, and now Straxel has one more. Cuts past one, cuts past two, going for the third play. Will get it. Straxel cuts down everybody. Will give his team the lead.
There we go. This is the Straxel, the MVP-worthy performance that we've seen from him all night long, all tournament long. Is something that we've been seeing from this man, and he's ready to continue to put on this stellar performance. Straxel continuing on with the solo plays, the defensive plays. He can do everything in the book. And now Team Pink with 40 seconds away from being put in a spot where they're going to have to reverse sweep in a best-of-7. Now, Benji, you and I know very, very well that Havoc Esports has a lot of reverse sweeps in a best-of-7. But among these two teams, do you think it's possible?
I mean, reverse sweeps in best-of-7 in Havoc are a lot more common than they are in ROCS and pro level. And I think that has to do with the fact that players are so susceptible to maybe tilt or factors that are affecting their gameplay. And so once they get that under control, once they realize them, they're grave error, their mistake, they can really just change on the dime just like that. So if these players can really get anything that's blocking them from their full potential, they can become the players that can take these games off them. But right now, it's just that there's nothing left. There's no life. There's no anything they can do right now on the side of Team Pink.
Team Pink, though, the one thing I am noticing is that they are kind of just giving away the ball. I'd love to see, what I want to see is Kratos really stepping up with these solo plays. Give the ball to Kratos and air dribble instead of just flicking the ball away. We're seeing here that Team Teal can save any easy shot that's put on target. So I'd love to see Kratos do these air dribbles, look for these double taps, look for things to do. And if they can do is that we do have to consider right now is Team Teal, this is their very first split in Havoc, and it's actually Team Pink's very first split in Havoc as well. Both these teams new to playing in front of a stream, new to playing other Havoc teams, and they're here to try and show that they're here and ready to improve. That's what we want here in Havoc. We have the mission to help everybody get to that professional scene, especially our Academy players, giving them what they need, the tools they need to get up to Grand Champ and eventually into the main league where we can help them approach SSL, semi-pro, and so on. But Team Teal still going to be on the back foot here in game number 1. Big C Dubs looks like he's back on the Batmobile, ready to push the ball forward, passes the ball mid. Chance here, but Straxel's going to launch the ball down the field, and Kyler's going to save it away.
Teal now has 3 chances trying to close out this series, and this will be their first of many, hopefully, as we can get this series hopefully as long as possible for everybody's viewing entertainment. But now Big C Dubs does get past one, but Jarhead will immediately get the demo. Demolition Derby right now. They are down but not out. They're still fighting. There's still life there. And Kratos trying to force the ball downfield. Straxel is not having any of it. Big C Dubs does get the 50 though. Ball bouncing into the midfield. Big C Dubs will stay on it, but he puts the ball right into the hands of Team Teal. Two players actually going for it. Kratos has a shot. He's going to go for it, but it will be just off. And Jarhead has the ball once again.
Here comes Big C Dubs, flicks that ball forward. Now over to Kyler. Kyler trying to maintain possession. Flicking the ball forward. Can be saved away by Scooby. Scooby over to Kratos. Kratos into the corner. Will be followed up now by Straxel and isn't able to get back to the ball. Straxel ups the ball mid over to Kyler. Kyler will get the interception. Still a 0-0 game here. A minute until the midway point. But still, Team Teal stepping up massively here. They haven't really had any sketchy situations on defense. They've had some great shots from Kratos, but outside of those shots from Team Pink, Team Teal's defense has remained strong. And we're continuing to see their offense come from that defense. A good defense apparently is a good offense. And that we're seeing that right now from Team Teal. The great pressure that we can see from these two teams is just amazing.
Pressure is probably the highlight of these games as Jarhead. He really is such a demo-heavy player. We're seeing him get involved so much there. He has so much confidence that he's willing to go for these demos and stick himself out of the rotations and out of the plays just to go and maybe miss with their mentality, even get a couple of goals off of just demos alone.
Exactly, but here we go. Can we see some demos open up on Team Pink? They actually went for a lot of demos at the beginning of game number 3, but they just barely weren't able to get the shots on target. I think they should keep up with those demos. Keep getting the demos on the side of Team Teal, and then look for the empty net. There we go. Kratos opened up a shot, but his team didn't have possession. So maybe, Benji, what we got to see here from Team Pink is a combination of taking possession and demos to make sure they can get some goals.
I'll be asking a lot of a team that really hasn't shown any of it. They've shown a little bit of it. We need to, if they want to win this, they've got to combine those. Maybe just show something they haven't shown before, but now Big C Dubs has the 1-1 situation. Ball will be off. Can he put this one on target? Double commit actually. They forced out a double commit. The shot can't put on target. Straxel, normally so deadly, such a deadly striker, cannot give his team that one goal lead they desperately need.
Here we go, the ball back over to Straxel. Straxel can't get back to it though. It's going to be into the hands of Big C Dubs. Big C into the air. It's 50-50. It's going to be over to Jarhead. Jarhead can't get back to it. Now it's going to be back over to Straxel. Straxel is going to be saved away at the last second by Kratos. So his teammate gets bumped. But here we go. Here's an opportunity for Kratos in the 1v1. He puts it on target. Yes, he will. Team Pink taking the lead with a minute 40 left on the clock.
And a bit overzealous on the side of Team Teal. Two of them went for the aerial play and one went for the demo. And it almost looked like it was going to go in. It almost looked like it was worth them. But then out of nowhere, Kratos just comes in, gets the save, and then takes it all the way downfield to give his team the first and only goal of this game.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Minute 40 left on the clock, and Team Pink might possibly be back in this series if they can get this game. However, with the great 50 from Straxel and the solo play, that's going to be a tied game. Straxel is here and ready to play. He wants to be the reason this team wins the first tournament.
Your MVP, you called him out, and he is delivering. He's giving his team everything they need. Now they just got to get one more goal, and they will have it. So they could always go for more, but this is all they need right now. Jared's trying to deliver it to him, going downfield. Has stole the boost. He's just getting so aggressive right now. He's not giving them any space. And now Straxel going for the bouncer shot. Will he get it? No, he will not. Almost a top corner shot, but denied by Big C Dubs.
Ball back into the hands of Team Teal. Team Teal trying to cause some pressure here on the offensive side. Great demo from Jarhead once again. It's going to be back over to Straxel. Straxel trying to pass the ball across. It's going to be a miss on the defensive end, but luckily for them, their fourth man is here and ready to play. Clearing the ball out to the side for them. We love the post. Back over to Kyler though. Jarhead ends up getting a great 50-50. It's going to be back over to the Big C Dubs. Big C back over to the mid. Over to Scoob. Scooby-Doo. Over to the middle, looking for the pass out made to Jarhead. Jarhead over to the corner. Be back over to Big C Dubs. We'll be back into the middle. Now over to Kratos. Kratos pushing the ball all the way down the field. Over to Jarhead. Jarhead into the air. Be looking for a follow. Big C passing the ball mid. Over to Scooby. Scooby down over to Kratos looking for possession. 30 seconds left. But so far, both these teams not able to find any good situations at this moment in time.
As we approach our final 20, we're going to see we'll be heading into a match point overtime, tournament point overtime. Entire tournament point overtime would be something to witness. And now Kratos actually going for a shot. Shot will be just off Kratos. His shooting has not been the best this game, but he's still got more chances as we head into the overtime. 5 seconds left on the clock. Can we see a 0-second goal? Jarhead tries to make it happen. Ball will hit the ground in overtime in game number 4. Decide if we'll be moving on to Game 5 or if we will have the tournament champions.
But that's one thing we do have to notice, though, is that Kratos, he's normally the one who's the carry, so to speak, for this team. Everybody respects him, and his shooting's been off. If Kratos just hits his shots, they would have already won this game. So you have to wonder if Kratos' mind is in the right place right now. Or maybe he can redeem himself in this overtime. Maybe not, though. Team Teal, here comes Traxel. It's off the post and crossbar, and Team Pink stay alive. Oh my goodness, Team Pink. The fourth man staying alive. Kratos, can he redeem himself? He does! And Team Pink managed to get the game win.
What a slur of events. We see that Kratos, he goes for that double touch. What a risky play in overtime nonetheless, and he gets that off the post. But talk about the post, man. Post coming in clutch. That fourth man, probably the MVP of this game for Team Pink.
Here we go. Sweet Benji, take it away.
A hard kickoff by Scooby. He thought, and Scooby, 3 seconds in, he is mad about that last game, and he is starting off right away with this incredible kickoff. He actually gets that way that kickoff, which I haven't seen in a long time, and he's working. So there's a little bit of change of pace coming out from Scooby Dooby Dubbus, but that is all they need right now. They can hold on right now for 4 minutes and 57 seconds, and they will have it. But I have a feeling that Kratos is not going to let them do that. Not at all.
Here we go. Ball back out to the middle. Over now to Kyler. Kyler pushing the ball into the offensive corner. Here comes Traxel down over to the middle, and that's going to be another save away by Big C Dubs. Big C still stepping up strong, but here comes Jarhead down the middle over to Scooby. Scooby not able to get the touch he needs. But that's one player that we're going to have to be on the lookout here for is Traxel. He's looking to try and be that first turning MVP. But here comes Kratos. Back out to the backboard. Back over now to Big C Dubs with a great chip, and that's going to be a tied game. Benji, Team Pink with the confidence is here and ready to play.
They are not slowing down one bit. Big C Dubs answering right back. And that's just, again, another change of pace. He slows that ball down and just completely fakes out Traxel, who is looking so hot right now. Both these teams are firing at everything they have. They're giving it their all. And it's just a battle of grit now and determination to see who can win this one.
Here we go, though. Ball back over to Kyler. Kyler back now down to Scooby. Scooby flicking the ball down. Scooby back in the hands of Big C Dubs. Big C. Here we go. Back out to the midfield line. Here comes Kratos setting up to the backboard. He got the double tap to try and bring it back. Kyler with the shot. It's off the fourth man and in. That's going to be a 1-goal lead for Team Pink. And here we go, chat. This is where we see Team Teal. They're starting to fall apart now that they've lost their very first match. Benji, we're getting closer and closer, but we still got 4 minutes left, and Team Pink still looking strong.
We still do. But this is just a completely different team that we saw in those first 2 games. We saw just a coward and scared team just trying to just do what they can to stay alive on defense. And now they're putting them on defense. They're making them scared. They're making them jump randomly and hit backflips. Stuff that we would never see from a team that was like that 2 games ago. But now their confidence is renewed and they're ready. A baptism by fire, you could call it. See Kyler. See if his impact is enough. He got that last goal and he's trying to get another one for his team. All this high-flying Scooby. Actually, is that a Rule 1? That is a Rule 1. A Rule 1 in the net. Let's see if they hold it. We have a 2v2 situation. I think it was broken. Yeah, it was broken. We have the WoW spam to chat, so... And whoever broke it is going to lose this game and lose this series. That is just the rule. That's we'll know who broke it by the end of the series.
Here we go, though. Ball's going to be back out to Traxel. Traxel now pushing the ball down the field. Over to Big C Dubs. Big C over to Kyler. Kyler back over to Jarhead. Jarhead ends up flicking the ball out mid. Ball back over to Scooby. Scooby now down to Kyler. Kyler now trying to maintain possession himself. Flicks the ball over to the side wall, back to Jarhead. Jarhead over to Big C. It's going to be a miss, though, from Big C. And that's going to be a tied game. Team Teal, they're not out of it just yet. And they're trying to show that they can still win this in 5.
And if you're ever to make a mistake, that is not the time you want to do a Big C. Just couldn't make contact on it, but still, that's just a free one they'll get from Team Teal. They're not going to get much more better than that. As really, that's just a little mistake on the side of Team Pink, but they still have plenty of time. The game is still only tied. We'll see if they can bring this one back to a sort of favorable position to have that goal lead, and maybe even extend it. Scooby actually got bumped in the air by one of the players. Ball be hit out, just banged away by Jarhead. These bangs that were working so well in those first games are just completely useless now. Team Pink have adapted, and they are now ready to fight.
Here we go. Ball gets pitched forward here by Kratos. He managed to redeem himself to get Team Pink a win in the previous match. However, the ball's going to get launched down the field to Traxel. Traxel trying to take his time. Jarhead with a great bump. It's going to be a 1v1, and Traxel launches it top left corner. Straxel, he wants the tourney win. Look at this, flicks it past one, flicks it over another, and gets the flick top left corner. That's the Straxel we know and love, and that's gonna be a 1-goal lead.
That was out of nowhere. I thought he was that was just a dead play, but no, Straxel, that's his second or third time just 1v3 and doing everything by himself. He does not want to lose. Neither does it seem as Jarhead's going to try and keep onto the backboard. Ball be hitting up for a dangerous position. Two players are forced to commit him. Still though, Kyler has put the ball in the corner. The corner has been a very, very good alliance for them right now. See if they can hold on to it though. 2 minutes remaining. Coming down 1 minute, 1 second and 20, 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go right now. You see now, Scoopy hits the ball off the ceiling, looking for a teammate. He has found Strax, but is blocked away by Big C Dubs.
Here we go, ball back out to the middle. Jarhead looking for the shot, saved away by Kyler, but here comes Big C Dubs, looking for the flick, looking the ball forward, and it's gonna be back over to Straxel. Straxel trying to maintain this 1-goal lead here for Team Teal. Ball back out to the corner, pinches out mid, might be an opportunity here for a goal, but it's gonna be saved away by Kyler, but it's back down to Scooby, and it's off the post. And it's gonna be taken away once again by Big C Dubs.
Try to get that shot on target, couldn't get it though. No boost left in the tank. Kyler though has to make it hit here. He will. Ball played in the hands of Straxel, puts it for his teammate Jarhead. Jarhead can't capitalize though. And we are approaching that final minute mark. And dire times for Team Pink. They gotta get a goal and they gotta get it now. Big C Dubs trying to force it through. Kyler hits to the corner, but Scooby is there for it. They can just play defense now. They don't have to do anything, but Kratos has to do something. He's going for a pass. He has got the pass. Jarhead can't get the save. He will. Jarhead gets that backflip save and keeps his team alive. Those goal line saves amazing right now. Scooby has another improvement clear to Jarhead. Jarhead trying to get a goal on target as well. Will he get the hit? He will not be able to. Scooby will pop it up though. About 40 seconds left to go.
Ball back over to Kratos. He stepped up the final moments here for Team Pink earlier last match, but he's gonna try and do it again. Ball flicks up, pinches up to the backboard. Team Pink still looking for a tying goal. Big C does. Pass the ball middle. Here's the team play. Kyler shoots and is saved away by Straxel with a great interception. But here comes Kratos. He gets dunked on by Straxel. 20 seconds left for Team Pink to try and come back. Kyler into the air. Manages to use a ceiling shot to hit the ball down past another opponent. But here comes Scooby looking for the individual play. Tries to go for the fake, but it isn't able to work out. The ball has to get over to the Team Pink side. But here comes Jarhead, and that's pretty much it. That's the end of the series here. Unless we can see one more goal on the kickoff from Team Pink, this is going to be the end of the series, and Team Teal are going to be your first tournament champions. Oh my goodness!
And what a way to end it. And I would still not discredit Team Pink. They fought with just so much great determination. They tried to get this one, but at the end of the day, it was Team Teal. At the end, they got this one, and MVP of the tournament, I would say Straxel, and you said it as well, Straxel, but I still think that players like Kratos, players like Big C Dubs have stepped up phenomenally for the team, and for everybody being in their first grand finals, let alone their first series and first split in Havoc, is something to just be amazed that these players can go so far with such little practice and such little time in this split.
Here we go, Jarhead back out down in the middle, and that's going to be a great goal to finish it off. But ladies and gentlemen, Team Teal, they didn't manage to do it perfectly, but they managed to win it.